Dave Harvey. I'm a dad. I'm a husband first and foremost. I'm super proud of. I absolutely love it. Business owner for 13 years. So I own my own gym. I like to call myself an athlete, ex-professional rugby player for about 10 to 13 years, I believe. Maybe a little bit longer, a little bit less. Not really counting, but now CrossFit athlete. That's the essence of me. It's family first, training second, sometimes training first to be able to create space for family. Strangest thing I do because this is a good one. I put my left shoe on first every single time I train. It's a bit of a superstition. I'm left-footed. I used to do it when I played rugby as a profession. So now I put my left shoe on first. I put my left grip on first. Yeah, I'm not too sure why. I feel like if I don't put the left on, then the whole workout's going to fall apart. Oh, geez. You know what? Funny enough, every time I do a workout, I have this thought that I could put the tools down, put the weight down, put the roller down, stand up, walk out, never come back. And I could just go back to being a normal person, not trying to, achieve the fittest in the world tag, and, from my age group. Yeah. That thought always comes through, and then I push past that, and then I'm good to go. But I've always had that thought of like, what am I doing to myself? Besides the soul, definitely my grip. I blame my grandfather for this. He has absolutely jacked forearms. He's 97. So I've inherited his DNA in terms of my grip and my lack of grip strength, I'm going to say. So definitely my grip goes pretty quickly, and when that goes, it's pretty hard to get back. So something I've been working on, but definitely that grip goes, and then the head wanders a little bit into like, why am I here? My kids watching, always someone external watching, being my kids, and then knowing that like, don't give up when times are hard. Calorie counting, controversial. Yeah. I don't calorie count. I don't count any form of calories. I eat the quality food, I get the nutrition in, and I make sure that there's obviously enough in there, but the fact that it's going to be quality of ingredients over how many calories I'm eating gives us bioavailable energy. Yeah. I never really counted, but I didn't really know how much I was eating, what I needed to eat. Once I kind of figured out the quality of the content and what to eat, when to eat, and why to eat it, then the whole calorie counting stuff kind of flew out the window as one thing less to do. And my performance has honestly gone through the roof and has been optimal based on the quality of the ingredients. Two things, simple as food, sourdough, banana and honey. Absolutely love it. That's my go-to. And FLCK as well, funny enough. The hydration one's sensational for a little bit of intra workout. I find a really big difference in hydrating those cells. Something I never really did was have an electrolyte drink when I'm training. I was always pre-training, recover post-training, but nothing kind of intra, and I'm finding that really effective. The worst place of mine that's gone during the workout is getting up, leaving, quitting, not coming back. 100%. It's disappearing into the abyss, never to do CrossFit again, never to train in terms of competition prep, in terms of competition. That's kind of where my head goes when it gets really hard. More so like the hard sprinty workouts where you got to hold on, not so much, or sometimes the boring ones, because training's not always fantastic, but like the long row or the long set of thrusters or something like that, my head goes, man, I could just run, turn left, disappear, get in my car, go home and just do classes for the rest of my life. There used to be a lot of self-doubt, and there used to be a lot of negative self-talk. I used to kind of think, am I good enough? Do I belong? And that kind of stemmed from my professional rugby days, and that kind of tapered in and crept into my CrossFit days. But now it's like I've been there before, I've done it before, I've proved to myself I can win. Not every workout's the same. That's kind of why I love the sport. Like, you don't know what you're in for. It's the same with this weekend with Torian, is these 6 workouts are not in my wheelhouse. I think one of them is, whereas last year 5 were in my wheelhouse. So for me to come out on top, I'm going to have to really dig deep and have that positive affirmations and positive self-talk. Just getting my body right, honestly. I've had a pretty rough year. Just got hurt in December, did my hip. Had a pretty rough year, lead up, didn't back squat, didn't squat clean, stayed fit. For me, it's just having a healthy body. And I know if I've got a healthy body and a healthy mindset, the body's capable of anything, because the mind gives up way before the body gives up. And I'm pretty confident that if I can do that, then I can put on a show that's going to make me proud. If I win it, fantastic. If I don't win it, as long as I've done everything to make myself proud and get the result I think I've worked hard for, that's going to be the big focus. Just keep the body healthy and just be consistent through the movements. Hopefully on the podium. I won it last year when there was no game spots available. There's 3 games of spots available this year, so it's going to be tough. There's a lot of good athletes now. There's the field of 16, not a field of 8 for us. I see myself on the podium, whether it be first, second or third. To me, it won't matter as long as, you know, I can punch a ticket to the games. It gives me that, that's the word, the competitive edge. It gives me a thrive, gives me a thrill. Like normal life gives you that, like your ebbs and flows, and you're with your kids and your wife. There's good times, there's bad times with work as well. It gives me a little bit of an escape actually. So I can go to another place where I'm solely in it on my own for 45 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, where it's my own time, it's my own space that I can try and better myself. And it's something where you can always get better, you can always get fitter, you can always get stronger, you can always eat better, you can always sleep better. So you're always working on yourself. And that gives me that away from normal day life of, you know, your 9 to 5, so to speak, or whatever hours one works. It gives me a nice little escape to be the best version I can be. I need readily available energy. Like you need it. It's wild. Like I never used to have a pre-workout. I never used to have an intra-workout. What I mean by pre-workout, like a carb source. I never used to have it. I used to come in and train, and I used to think, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, until I educated myself probably a good 2, 3, 4 years back. And understanding of how well you can work with carbohydrate sustenance in your body and how well you can perform, but not how well you can perform, but how long you can sustain that output for as well. It's been an absolute game changer. Your energy levels kind of peak and it stays there. Obviously consuming the right amounts is vital and the right quality, but yeah, it's incredible how having a carbohydrate intake allows you just to be able to compete at the highest level for that length of time that you need. Mate, that's all we do. We sweat salt, you got to replace it. You know, rehydrate the cells. I'm a big believer that you need to have salt in your diet. You have to have salt in your water. You have to have salt in your supplements, salt in your drinks. Rehydrates the cells. It's going to hydrate you 5 to 10 times faster than that of just drinking plain water. And I tell that people all the time, that you can have 5 bottles of water, I can have 1, but I can have salt in mine. And I'm going to be so well hydrated. My cells are hydrated. I'm replenishing my sodium levels that I've lost throughout the training session or competition, and it's just going to keep me at a nice level balance. I love it. So funny enough, like when something's carbonated, it's really hard to drink really quickly. But the best thing about that is that a carbonated drink needs to be cold, and when it's cold, it's refreshing. And when it's refreshing, you feel like you're replenishing something and you're recovering really well. And I love the fizziness of a drink after I train. Like it does, for some, it can bloat the gut a little bit, but for me, mate, I'm straight into it and I absolutely love it, rather than drinking like water or orange juice or coconut water. Like sometimes I used to get coconut water and sparkling water, mix the two together. Number one goal for this year definitely is to make CrossFit Games. That was the goal at the end of last year, albeit with all the segues given so far. So if I can make it this year, actually I'm going to rephrase, when I make it this year, it's going to be probably a little bit more rewarding. So that's going to be the goal. Post that, it's to keep the body intact, get fitter, get stronger, move better. I think move better is a key word. So, you know, the year's not out, or the year's not done after next weekend. So it's going to be move better. Move better is the key. So the better we move, the better we can obtain optimal strength, the better we can obtain optimal fitness, and the lifestyle leads into a happier place.